Greetings, Knights. I've had some people asking me how to break 15 million against Avatar. I'm going to take a quick, lazy, non-edited video for you to show you how to do that. Where's my all mage power set here? I'm up to 590. 2 more, I'll be at the big 600. I have this weapon I specifically made for Avatar. You do not need to level this. This is an extreme level of min-maxing that I've done. That is about as safe as I can get without messing up round 1. In truth, I probably should have backed it up maybe to like 45 to be a little safer. But you could do this with a level 1 weapon, and I have done this with a level 1 weapon for a really long time. You just get bored sometimes. 75% burn on chain chance, 50% exposed chance. Of course, we are going to be using the Dark Gauntlet rather than Valiant, and this is on purpose because most of our non-rage damage is going to be coming from punching. So that Fury boost is actually a small RNG little boost to potential damage versus using Valiant. Not using Valiant also allowed me to have more control over what I could do with the hammer, since the Valiant gives a hammer boost. I would not have been able to level up the weapon quite as high. The star of the show, of course, is Max Star Belendu, who now has the 50% crit chance against golem enemies. And again, Queen Kryta will be our rage engine. Oh, and also very important is purple haste potions. Those are going to be essential. Does not matter what defensive potion you have on. She does not hit you hard enough at this stage of the game for it to matter. Okay, so round 1 is very important. We need to make sure we punch at least the 1 time. And then we'll be swinging to activate our burn triggers, which you probably know Belendu is strong versus burn. That is why that is important. And now we have our expose. So we've got a nice pretty turn 1. You can see her health after all of my actions is pretty low. If I had a super lucky, or in this case unlucky, go, and my punch and swings were critting, or Kryta was critting, she could very well have died this round. That is why, if I was being safer, probably would have been a little smarter to keep that hammer down low. So far, I am very glad to say I haven't had my round 1 messed up yet, but it is a possibility. Round 2 is very much the same, except we have a little bit more wiggle room to punch an extra time. And there we go. We got a nice good bit of her health gone. Could have squeezed a little bit more with a crit or 2 from the hammer, but ultimately trivial in the grand scheme of things. Now, both times that I have beaten 15 million has been from a run that has had 6 out of 7 crits from Belendu. So you have that working against you as well. So don't be surprised if you don't reach it for a while, because there is a good bit of luck there. Now, round 3 through 7, we can start punching more. She's got enough health to take it. Oh, see that right there? That was a booty clencher. I'm going to go ahead and end that in action early. Yeah, not a lot of wiggle room there. Okay. And it's pretty rinse repeat. So you want to punch as much as possible later on because it hits much harder than your weapon does. You're fishing for those burn triggers with 75% chance. It is very successful. You can be super unlucky and have it fail in the 3 to 4 chances that you'll get depending on the round setup. Rarely do I ever, like, I would fail with Maverick more often than I would with the 3 burn triggers when it comes to the success rate. Like how with Maverick, you can accidentally have your run messed up by a punch not critting. 1 time in the history of me playing have I had 4 times miss using this weapon. It was very frustrating. Now, round 6 and 7, we switch gears a little bit. You will remember there is an expose charm on the hammer. This is because Krita is trash at landing expose without some kind of support in the armor, whereas the weapon, especially against a boss like Avatar, 1 gold is enough to guarantee it. So taking a little bit of RNG away from the equation. She doesn't fail super often on round 6. Like we can see it went from 1 to 3 right there. She succeeded. But it does happen, and it happens a lot more on round 7. So it's just not worth the struggle to me. You might, if you're lucky, having a super lucky run, you might gain an extra, 20,000 damage or so. Just good luck, basically. We can see I've had a very good time with my burn triggers this go around. Haven't had the 6 of 7 crits, I don't think. I, to be honest, have not been keeping track. We'll see if her expose landed here. It worked here too. Okay, so Krita was doing her thing this go around, but don't expect that every time. If you are a lotto player, by all means. Yeah, I think I crit like 3 or 4 times this go around. It wasn't a particularly good one. Yeah, you can see how much it varies. This is the same exact approach I use when I beat 15 million. But those crits make all the difference. Hope this helped. Hit me up if you have any questions. Enjoy this trash video.